It's LT. We are about to jump into episode 2 of season 5 of Rick and Morty. This title of this episode is going to be Multiplicity, which is a reference to that Michael Keaton movie, Multiplicity. So he's basically in that movie, Michael Keaton creates clones of himself to kind of just get through his daily life's tasks. So in this episode, the tagline is, "Who's even real, bruh? Are you real, bruh?" So I'm guessing they're going to do a callback to Beth either being a clone or not a clone of herself. In the last season, it kind of seemed like it didn't really matter and they weren't going to even address it again, but I guess they are. So my prediction for this episode is just some sort of reference, obviously, to the Clone Wars from Star Wars. I would love to see some stormtroopers, some clones, maybe some Sith and some Jedi just battling it out somewhere in the background. If not, hopefully at least Mr. Meeseeks. I feel like there's a lot of clones of him, and that might be a kind of fun reference in the background. We already got to see the Kirkland brand Meeseeks in a previous season, so hopefully they'll come up with some sort of different version of Mr. Meeseeks or something dealing with Star Wars and the Clone Wars somewhere in this episode. What do you guys think? Put it down in the comment section, and we'll see who's right and who's wrong as we just dive into this episode. All right, guys, I'll see you next week. Bye.
All right, here we are. Shay's smelling my weed. How's it smell?
Musty.
Yeah. All right. I think things are actually working this week, sort of. We got off to a little bit of a rocky start last week, where we sounded like I don't know, like people were saying Transformers, but I don't think we sounded like any specific Transformer. What are you doing?
We sound good.
Yeah. Look at the camera and tell people we sound good. We sound good.
Well, I didn't know if I could hear myself.
I don't know. Anyway, welcome to my room. I guess that's where we are. The other half of our studio. Tonight we are going to be talking about Rick and Morty season 5, episode 2, Mortyplicity, which Elle just gave us some information on. It's a reference to the Michael Keaton movie, Multiplicity.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You've got a mic there that you've got to talk into.
They can hear me, can't they?
So, what are you expecting out of the episode this week?
A lot of Mortys.
Here, give me that.
Or
you're not paying attention.
Ricks. Just a lot of Multiplicity is. What was Multiplicity? Was the Michael Keaton movie where he was cloned?
Yeah,
and
then he cloned himself.
But the more he cloned himself, the stupider he got.
Well, no. So he kept creating clones of himself from himself, and then the clones made a clone of themselves. Yeah. So the clone of the clone was kind of, I think, doofy would be the right term. Can you hand me that jar that's right there behind the candle?
They just started getting stupider and stupider and stupider.
Well, no, it was just that one. There were only 5 clones of him.
Was there really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was like a whole shit ton.
No. There were only 5.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen it. The only thing I remember is like the stupidest one was hooking up with Michael Keaton's wife.
Yeah.
and afterwards, he's like, she touched my pepe, Steve. That's all I remember from that movie.
I haven't seen it probably since it like was on like HBO or like whatever streaming service it would have been on. But I remember it being really funny.
Yes.
And because it was basically a romantic comedy, but with clones.
Wow, I really don't even remember. I just thought it was just, I didn't even know what to think. I thought it was like a science fiction comedy. But
well, I mean, it was that too.
Yeah, but I didn't think romantic.
Well, because it was about him reconnecting with his wife.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because like the whole point of him getting clones was because he was at work all the time, and didn't have time to spend with his family.
Okay, that makes sense.
And do other things that he needed to do. So he made a clone to go to work for him so that he could stay home. But then he realized that he had to do all these house chores and everything. So he made another clone to do all the stuff in the house. But then that clone got sick of doing everything for him. So they made another clone.
Oh,
so
geez.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I get it now.
It was basically Click, but with clones instead of a remote control.
And probably funnier.
Yeah, a lot funnier. So that's kind of what the theme of tonight's episode is. So we know from the opening scene that they put up online a couple of days ago that they're being hunted, and Rick created all these clones and planted them around the United States so that the people that were hunting him and the family would find these other clones and not them.
Okay.
So
I'm still tripping over the first episode from last week.
Yeah, so we didn't really have a whole lot of time to talk about that episode.
No, we didn't.
Just because everything, nothing was working, and I was getting really irritated, and Nate was drunk and stoned.
Everything that could go wrong went wrong.
Yeah. Tonight, at least it was just the camera. So you guys can see some of my bed here because I had to switch to another wide angle webcam because for some reason the Sony Alpha disconnected. I don't know why. But of course it happened right before we went live because when else would that happen?
Before we go live?
Yeah, exactly.
As in before we go live.
I mean, I guess at least it didn't happen while we were on the air.
Yeah.
Because that like my computer resetting too.
Oh.
Like as soon as I plugged this webcam in, it just reset. Now it's just like it's like that tweet that I sent you earlier. There's a viral tweet that's been going around on Twitter. It's a kid who's like basically on like a coffee table in front of the couch, and his dad is like, don't do it, and he jumps and goes face first into the couch, and you hear him start to cry, and then the dad's just like, and then the video stops.
Yeah. It's like
and there's fireworks outside.
It's like the you go to a restaurant, careful, the plate's hot, and you just start touching the plate, or the person starts touching the plate, burns their hands. Ah.
Well, yeah,
Really?
it's one of those things. It's like, don't look down. You're gonna look down.
You're gonna look down.
It just kind of happens. So we got it looks like 10 people are joining us here. Just to reiterate, just in case you did not read the description, we are not going to be showing the episode on the stream here because we like having a channel and we don't want it to go away because of copyright strikes. So you will need your own subscription to Hulu or Sling or YouTube TV if you're on the East Coast. It's already played there. AT&T is what we're watching it on. Mm-hmm. So there's all kinds of places that you can find it online. I'm not going to tell you how not to find it, but that's your choice here. Along with the episode of Rick and Morty, though, we are also going to be smoking out of my Studing Glass Gravity Perfected Gravity Bong. They did not pay me to make this. I bought this out of my own pocket, so no sponsorship stuff needed. This thing is dope. Like, I like it. It's kind of like it's basically it water filters the smoke as it goes through, so you get that out of it, but also
probably one of the most smoothest.
Yeah, it's just a nice desk piece. We are smoking the Seth Rogen houseplant Diablo Wind. I'm not sure if this is available at any place outside of the United States or outside of California and Canada yet.
G13 Haze, 26.29% THC.
I like it. This is still my first tin of it.
Yeah, this stuff's pretty good.
But yeah, it's pretty good. This type of weed, you could smoke this during the day and not have to worry about just like being put down into your chair and not being able to get up.
Although that's pretty funny.
So it,
Just like,
but for something like this, it works. Hopefully, sometime in the next few weeks, I should be getting some Delta 8 THC stuff from our cannabis rep. I'm also hoping to get the Hydrology 9 NX, which is can you reach that? This is the old version. Yeah, I don't have any water. Well, there's a little bit of water in here right now, but I haven't used this one in like a week or two. But you fill it from the bottom. The new version, the NX, fills from the side, and you can put a different cartridge in there so that you can use concentrate instead of flour. So that's kind of dope. But yeah, we do have the super chat available. Don't feel pressured to use it, but weed and munchies do cost money. So, if you were willing to, we would appreciate it.
and this stuff actually works.
That stuff actually does work. This is Cannabis air purifier spray. You just spray it around. They also have a candle I think like gel packs that you can get, like eucalyptus.
Like eucalyptus or what is that? The Vicks Vapor Rub. It smells like Vicks Vapor Rub.
I mean that's eucalyptus.
No,
Yeah.
not always. No,
Oh no, Vicks Vapor Rub is though.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
But here, I'm gonna take a smoke.
what if I just opened this up and just dumped it all? That would be horrible.
Well, then you would be getting a mop.
Ugh.
I mean, that's really all there is to it. So I don't know. Are you ready to start watching the episode?
Yeah.
All right. So here is this.
Nice.
You can take a hit if you would like. I'm gonna get everything queued up here. I do have a timer that'll pop up on the screen here, so you can see how far into the episode we are. If I can find where I put my mouse. Thea Games is asking if he's the only one in the chat. You are the only one talking, but there are 7 other people watching. So, if you are one of those other 6 people, feel free to chat and to let us know what's going on. Because, that's the whole purpose of being here with us, is not just to hear our witty banter, but, also to witty banter back.
What?
What? All right, I get the timer on here. Sound there. Way to go. And all right, so while Shay is coughing up a lung, I am going to start the episode in 3, 2, 1. Play.
Need like a cough button or something like that. Woo! Usually the harder you cough, the faster it hits. Right. Oh. Oh, my eyes are watering.
Good.
Ugh. I'm already hungry. Popeyes. Have you had those Popeyes chicken sandwiches?
Yeah, I like them.
Really good.
So since we're watching this through AT&T, we're getting commercials and bumpers and stuff. We just got to the cold open now.
Fuck.
So I mean, we have to assume that these are all clones. He kind of looks like a cross between Mr. Poopy Butthole and who is the one from who is the dude from the Vindicators?
What?
The little guy from the Vindicators.
I don't know. Sorry. Vindicators. What's Vindicators? I've only seen like 5 episodes.
Yeah,
Rick and Morty.
good. LMDs.
What?
Life model decoys.
Oh. I was thinking of RUSs running to unusual size from the Princess Bride. Oh shit!
All right, so I think we're just gonna keep seeing them die. Wait, so does each decoy family have a decoy family?
That's what it seems like.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
none of the decoys know that they're decoys too.
No, they don't.
What?
What? That actually sounds kind of cool.
Cave Dracula?
Yeah. Don't back. Oh fuck. That's all sorts of wrong. What the hell? Oh god. It's just like kill us.
Man, Westworld season 4 just went into production.
Oh, geez, that's not gonna be out until like end of next year.
Right?
Oh shit!
Oh, that's gross.
Oh. Oh. It's like Jurassic Park.
Okay, so are they decoys or are they not decoys?
They're not decoys.
That's totally Jerry.
Oh, that's so confusing now. Oh, Whoa, shit.
Jerry really is an idiot.
Oh, man. Good. Oh, Jesus. Somebody put a gun in my teeth.
Looks like it's running low.
This is...
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming we're not going to see the actual Rick and Morty until the end of the episode. Like, it's going to do a hard cut to them sitting somewhere going, what?
Yep. Oh, shit. That's true.
God, I haven't seen Highlander in so long.
Henry Cavill. It's gonna be Highlander.
The new one, yeah. You want to hand me the one of those? Pick one.
God. I'll do this. Let's see. The A Games 10 says he's confused about which one is real. Oh, I mean,
I don't think any of them are real. I don't like these guys. I don't even think are real.
No, like, I mean, they could easily keep on going, making us go and go.
There's just some squids. What?
Oh. What? I like how it just goes.
He's really obsessed with his
He
dick.
just loves his penis. It's gonna be clones. Yep. Oh. Yep.
All right, so we just hit the midpoint commercial.
Oh. Wait, so
Go ahead, ask your question. We've got like 40 seconds.
the decoys what if what I think is the decoys probably all started communicating to each other at some point and stopped killing each other.
Well, yeah, you saw the season premiere of season 4, right? With with where all the clones that Rick created in the different universes were fascists. Like he kept killing himself because he kept ending up.
Yeah.
So I think this is pretty much gonna end up the same way, where it's just like where we're just following one group of decoys after another group of decoys after another group of decoys, and then at the end of the episode, we'll get like it'll be like Rick and Morty coming back from Atlantis again or something.
Yeah. Have they ever done a two-parter?
Not like official two-parters, but there's been like continuation from like the season finale to the season premiere.
Was it like a cliffhanger-ish?
Yeah, sort of.
I just saw PlayStation has 50% off like the summer sale stuff.
Oh, nice. I haven't turned my PlayStation on in a while because I've been so busy doing a lot of other stuff.
The new Spider-Man game, Miles Morales, it's 50% off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
I mean, I've got it already. That was like the day I got my PS5. I was like, okay, I'm buying the new Spider-Man game. Although it's not really a new Spider-Man game. It's just the newest Spider-Man game.
I mean, okay. How long? Okay, video games. There's new games, there's old games, and there's games that people still play, but that have been around for a while. At what point do you consider a game that just came out old?
I would say at a year. It's not old, but it's no longer new. Yeah. I would say old is like 4 years.
A game that's 4 years is old. Okay, yeah. I mean, I could go with that, and the reason why is because I asked is because I always hear people talk about, that game is so old or that movie is so old. When the game or the movie literally came out like 6 months ago or maybe like a year ago, and I'm like,
I'd say yeah, like half a decade, like 6 years? like over 5 years or more.
So what's a game that you played that was recently that like okay.
I don't know what this is. It's just like an ad for vaping. And this is kind of vaping, but not really.
There's a lot of commercials.
Yeah, I think there's only one commercial break.
Oh. Like Cyberpunk, I think.
Yeah, Cyberpunk isn't old.
Well, it came out in January.
Yeah, it's just not new anymore.
I don't know. It's still because it takes a long time.
It's
for me to finish
newer
games. I feel like if I didn't really play a game that much, like if I only played like a couple hours, like if I only played that much and I go to play it like 6 years later, it still feels like it's new.
Well, I mean, there's a difference between new and new to you.
Oh, well, yeah. Just the episode?
Yeah, I don't understand what just happened. So they're robots, they're not clones. Or I guess some of them are clones, some of them are robots.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some good clouds on this one.
I gotta flip it, right?
Yeah. So otherwise it's just gonna sit there. I wonder what the first movie was to use that. Like, I know "Be Afraid, Be Very Afraid" was The Fly.
Yeah, we're back to the show, the episode.
Sorry, we just got to the point where the Smiths are all like tied down by like a weird looking Rick.
Oh. Oh. This is creepy. Holy shit. Jesus fuck, what the hell's going on?
They're made out of wood.
What are they fucking wood?
I don't. Why are they all dressed like Robin Hood? Everything they have is made out of wood. Now it reminds me of that episode of Futurama where Bender kept replacing his parts with parts made out of wood.
This is so weird. Oh, God, no.
We haven't seen the Council of Ricks in a while.
This is almost kind of like last week's episode.
Just ridiculous.
Well, no, we're showing an evolution of like something.
Yeah,
Almost like a society or a universe. Just the same as last week. We saw the evolution of the,
yeah.
but in a different way.
Yeah.
It was presented differently. But it's almost the same thing.
But it was Rick and Morty's fault both of these times that this stuff is happening.
Yeah.
Like that last time it was Morty's fault because Morty fucked things up over in that other universe, which made them create a society based around getting Morty. And now all of Rick's decoys are kind of doing the same thing.
Have created their own society.
Yeah.
Nope. No. Oh, this is so good. Whatever. Why is it wrong? You got it, bitch. Oh my god. I love it. I love how like
Did you ever play Star Fox 64?
Huh?
Did you ever play Star Fox 64? I don't think I ever did. Cuz I don't get this reference. Love David Keith. Or Keith David.
Keith David. Jerry. all the decoys are there factions of the decoys?
I'm
guessing so because their ships are different.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Like all the squid ships look the same, but all of the cars are a little bit different.
I'm so confused. I don't know who's who.
You're not supposed to.
The Muppet decoys.
More shows need to make puppet episodes.
Oh,
What?
Jesus. That sounds so good. Fuck you, Summer. Oh, God. This is brutal.
What? As far as I know, this is all the same universe.
Yeah.
They aren't coming from other universes.
He's like, shit, that guy's
But
cool.
wait, but which one was which?
I don't know.
Like he's wearing a testers around his neck.
Good enough. Oh. It's so creepy.
Actually, it's. Wait, what? Okay. So that's interesting. The A games or Thea is it Thea or the A games? Let me know. I'll probably still pronounce it wrong. But let us know when you get to the end of the episode. This kind of put us in the same place that we were last season. So what are the big? We got the post credit scene. I always forget they have these. Oh God! Now I'm gonna have this song stuck in my head.
Holy shit, what's going on?
All right, so you're right. It's the A games.
The A games. Or the A games.
He's still gonna be alive.
Oh shit! This is almost kind of like the episode last week.
Yeah.
This is more. Holy shit!
What?
Oh my god! Oh god! Jesus, it's like a nightmare.
Okay.
Oh. Diesel Weasel.
That's good, Captain Planet.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna pause it there.
I think it's funny how hit the
How?
mic there. The ad said Cartoon Network.
Yeah, because they're the same company.
Yeah, but Cartoon Network is generally geared towards kids.
Yeah.
And Adult Swim obviously geared towards adults. But to have the image or characters from an Adult Swim show, being advertised for like kids on the Cartoon Network, like
Right.
logo for, like,
Well, you'll see Cartoon Network things advertised with Adult Swim, but you won't necessarily see Adult Swim things advertised with stuff for the Cartoon Network.
yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like
Yeah.
seems like it would be kind of weird if they did that.
You know. So I'm good.
I'm good too.
I'm good.
Let's make sure.
It's nice and neat. It'll stay.
It's like, okay.
Well, what was I saying? Oh, so before we got to the after credits scene, at the end of last season, or not last season, but season before last season, Beth finds out that she's a clone.
Oh, yeah.
But she doesn't know if she's a clone,
if she was
or if if Space Beth was a clone.
Yeah.
And then we found out that Rick didn't know either, because he was flipping their pods around, blindfolded, so that he wouldn't know which one is which.
Well, how am I supposed to know? I chose randomly.
So now this season is the same thing, but with the entire family.
Yeah.
None of them know whether they're the real
The fucking
ones or the
fucking wood one guy. It's a fucking Highlander song. the
who wants to live forever.
Queen. That was good. That was good.
Which Highlander is your favorite?
The first one. I know the second one is really bad. I never saw it. And the third one, was that still Christopher Lambert?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I saw that one. But what I did see was when the character from the movie and then the character from the TV show.
That was The Source? Or an Endgame?
Well, Awakening was the third one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Or Highlander movie.
I don't know. Anyone out there who watches, who knows the entire Highlander? Because I know that there was Highlander. There was a Highlander TV show with Duncan. No, wait. It was Adrian Paul. Was he Duncan or was he?
He was another relative.
Right? No. Wait, which was one from the movie? Was it Duncan or something else?
The first one. Wow, there was actually a lot of
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah. I'm gonna see how much I know. Don't tell me what all of them were.
Okay.
But
it's Connor McLeod.
Connor McLeod was
Yeah.
from the movie. Duncan McLeod was from the TV show. Then
Yeah.
there was Highlander the Raven.
Okay. So
I know there's
Highlander?
there's Highlander, Highlander 2, Highlander 3. I don't remember the names of those.
Oh, okay. You don't remember the oh yeah, Highlander 2, 3.
And then
there's-
4 was the one where Connor and Duncan McLeod met.
Yeah. So
And
Highlander
that-
2
and
was
that-
called The Quickening.
Yeah.
Highlander 3 is called The Sorcerer. which I don't recall that being called the Sorcerer. Because, see, I thought that was the Awakening. But it turns out there was no Awakening.
No. There was there was Highlander the Source and like Highlander Endgame or something like that. I think
Highlander Awakening actually sounds like wouldn't be a bad.
What was the fourth one? Because the fourth one was theatrical.
Fourth one was the Endgame.
Fourth one was Endgame.
That's the one.
And then so
Adrian Paul and Christopher Lambert were in that.
Yeah, so 5 was the Source.
No, the Surge for Vengeance.
Huh. I don't know that one.
Highlander. Yeah, I don't know that one either. It says the same year, 2007. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. The sixth movie is the Source.
The Source, yeah.
But Highlander. Oh, it wasn't a movie. That was Highlander. Highlander: The Search for Vengeance.
Yeah.
Was actually an anime film.
Okay.
It was directed by Yoshiaki Kawajiri.
What year did that come out?
2007. The director,
that was around the same time that the X-Men animated anime series were on, right? Like the Iron Man anime. There was
I don't know.
There was a Wolverine anime.
There's Blade, Wolverine, X-Men. I think that was it.
Yeah, I think that might have been it.
But the director, the Japanese director was he directed Ninja Scroll, Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust.
So the A game games says the best meme this episode can relate to is the meme with a Spider-Man and a double pointing at the Spider-Man picture where it's like Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man. Yeah. That's what this episode was.
Oh yeah.
Is you me? No. Huh?
I saw. Speaking of that meme, I saw someone said Disney had a missed opportunity to have a picture of Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and who's playing the new Spider-Man?
Tom Holland.
Yeah, of them actually doing it.
That'd be good. I mean, I would imagine if No Way Home does feature all three of them, that you're going to see that picture pop up because like there's no way that any of them don't know that it exists.
Yeah.
Like Tom Holland specifically seems kind of plugged into.
Well, that's pop culture.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire probably is like a. I don't know. Tobey Maguire actually seems like he's very
down to earth,
but very out of the limelight.
Yeah, well, he hasn't done anything in like 6 years.
Yeah. Has it only been 6 years? I feel like it might have been a little bit longer.
Like Tobey Maguire seems to me to be the kind of guy that would be friends with Elijah Wood. I don't know why, that just makes sense to me that they would be friends, but they look like people who would be friends.
Because in a weird way, Tobey Maguire and Elijah Wood also kind of look the same or similar.
Maybe
a little bit.
I don't know.
What was that show that Elijah Wood was in with the dog?
Wilfred.
That show was great. I watched all 4 seasons. I remember.
I think I only watched the first season.
It was so it was so weird because like trying to figure out because the whole time you think, okay, this guy does see the
right
and stuff like that. And spoiler alert in case anyone hasn't seen it.
I mean,
it's really interesting because as it gets closer and closer into the series,
yeah,
you start to realize that like Elijah Wood's character was having an issue where someone Wilfred was actually fake. Like they were actually someone in a costume. Whereas the whole first three-fourths of the series, there wasn't a thought that could be a possibility. You just assume that, he's crazy.
Yeah.
But it started getting really weird. Really, I mean, show was weird already, but
yeah. Well, so I watched the first episode of the original series.
Oh, with
where the guy who was the dog was the guy.
It was the same actor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really remember much about it though.
Yeah, it just oh, yeah. everybody else saw a real dog,
Right.
but Elijah Wood saw.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Everyone saw that. Thought that. Everyone saw like a regular dog.
Yeah.
But Elijah Wood saw him as an anthropomorphic man.
Yeah. What was it, or was it just imaginary? Well, I mean, it's crazy. So,
No. It was he was a dog.
It was an actual dog.
It was an actual dog.
I gotta rewatch that again. God, that show was.
It's been a while.
It's funny, and when you think about like, especially like in this day and age, it's funny, and now it's like. It's not funny. It's actually more like it turns into a drama. Like when people think about in a certain way.
You're right.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch it again. Definitely.
That's one of those shows where almost like what was the other show that Elijah Wood was in? Dirk Gently.
No, I never saw it.
So I watched a couple of episodes of it, and they were shows that I really wanted to be into, but I just couldn't get into them. So I waited, and I was just gonna binge the seasons when they were over, but then I never got around to it.
I did that with Sons of Anarchy. When it first came out, I was like, yeah, watch it. Watched a little bit of Sons of Anarchy, then I kind of just fell off.
Mm-hmm.
But I always wanted to watch it, but it was probably about the 6th season in. There was like 9 seasons or something like that. I think about the 6th season is when I picked it up.
Right.
And then I got into it. But it was way later afterwards. I remember 4 or 5 episodes in a row in just like one sitting, which is a lot. But yeah, that was one of those shows.
I mean, there's a lot of those shows where like if you like Rick and Morty, then these are shows that you would probably be into as well. Wilfred is definitely one of them. Dirk Gently was one of them.
Where it's just all over the place.
Yeah, it's just weird. The Tick, the both the Patrick Warburton, the animated series and the Patrick Warburton series, and the one with what's his name, Peter Stefanowitz.
Mm-hmm.
From he was in like a bunch of the Simon Pegg movies.
This stuff is strong, man.
It's pretty good.
Holy shit! I'm just sitting there like I'm hearing these names popping up in my head, and I'm like, oh man,
Serafinowicz. Peter Serafinowicz, that was his name.
I don't remember that.
It was an Amazon show.
Oh, okay.
It only went, I think, 2 seasons. I think it was only 2 seasons. But it was fun. It was different. Never got Chairface Chippendale, which is like the one thing that I want out of a live action Tick show.
It sounded like you say Chippendale and
Rescue Rangers.
I just started the Rescue Rangers theme song just start going in my head because all of a sudden it hit me. I was like, wait, you're not talking about the Chippendale, are you?
No. Chip-faced Chippendale. Did you ever watch the Tick cartoon?
Yeah. Spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the face. Not the face.
And whenever he's standing there, his ears just keep or his tentacles.
Yeah,
like,
they looked like
ears.
they looked like Andorians from Star Trek.
Yeah.
So I keep seeing out of the corner of my eye on the stream.
Yeah.
We've got this frame with the moving green light around it.
Uh-huh.
So every once in a while, I see the black space in between it, and it looks like something is running across my screen. So I keep looking over at it because it looks like there's like a bug running across.
I see why it looks like that. It's so funny.
I'm just like.
What was that?
So another thing from this episode that was like Multiplicity the movie was that eventually the clones made a clone.
Yeah. Yeah. God, this episode sucks. I'm trying to think like how could they not have made the other ones, but It's almost like an irrelevant issue because something's making something. So it's
Right. Well, it's because all those Ricks came to the same conclusion that the original Rick did, which was we need decoys.
And you know what messes you with your mind up even more is the fact that when you see all of the like clones, knowing they're clones and stuff like that, nowadays it seems like you would think that it's more like a multiverse or like multiple universes, but they specifically mentioned they saw the real just normal people to say, oh, that neighborhood's having an issue with all these things or whatever. So it's hard to wrap your head around not being a multiverse.
Yeah.
But it did a good job of keeping it
tying everything together.
Yeah.
I was at the end. I was really expecting the wooden Pinocchio Jerry, wooden Jerry. Like what do you call him?
Wooden. Yeah, he was wooden. It was
wooden. He was wooden.
Yeah.
So was he Puppet Jerry? Marionette Jerry?
I think we're just calling him a wood.
Pinocchio wood.
Well, what didn't they say it was like a not a tribe name, but like I guess you call it like a tribal name. What they were called the Splinters.
Something like that.
They were calling them splinters because they were made out of wood.
Yeah. But like I was waiting for him to go like all the way through time until it got like circled around again.
It's like this is the worst thing ever. That's what I'm gonna say. I was stuck in like some kind of like trap, like a purgatory like that. I was like, this is the worst thing ever. It's just so comedic. It's like something dramatic like that. You'd expect him to be to say something a little bit more poetic, or
right? Yeah, but this is Cherry.
It's like the way he says it though is like, you know, the situation where you hit your elbow and like that funny bone. And you're angry, but you're kind of laughing at it.
It's the Peter Griffin. Like when he trips and skins his knee, it's like. He just does that for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, you feel bad, but you're like, it's funny. Like, ow, that feeling.
It's like when you see one of your friends like faceplant.
Yeah.
Like you feel bad,
oh.
but first you have to stop laughing.
I think that's what it say. I was like laughing at a fucked up situation. Just like, oh.
When I was,
it's almost offensive.
when I was in Cub Scouts when I was a kid, and we were going on a field trip somewhere that was like a few blocks away from where we met.
Mm-hmm.
And so we walked. So on the walk back, one of my friends and I were kind of lagging behind the rest of the group. So you know the den leader, scout leader, whatever, was like, "Hey, catch up." So we're like, "All right." So we started like jogging a little bit. My buddy just like picks up and starts to run like full speed ahead to catch up to them. And did not see the fire hydrant that was in front of him. He just right into it.
It's like in those movies where you see the sound effect. It was like a clink. It's just like, oh.
So I just saw him like double over the fire hydrant. Because, you know, we're like 12, 13. So like the fire hydrant, so like now a fire hydrant on you like maybe comes up a little bit past your knee. On him, it was like right in the coin purse.
Oh,
so he kind of like flipped over it, And so I saw the entire thing, and I just started laughing.
He's running. I looked the wrong way. Clink.
But at the same time, I was like, oh.
It was like those times. Okay, so the same situation. Running, hit. In a movie, when you're filming that specific scene.
Right.
Is it more dramatic for you to see what's going to happen when it happens, or like as before it happens? Like you're like me. I see you look back, and
right.
I'm watching it. I know it's going to happen. So it's a steady shot, and they kind of take the time with the tension for the setup for the joke. Or is it funnier when camera shots are normal, like nothing specific?
Right,
so
like you see like
something.
the top half of someone's body, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden
you see them running a normal shot, and all of a sudden just instant cut straight to the incident instead of like kind of like yeah.
I mean,
like
it depends on how
or a slower.
it depends on how it's set up.
Which do you think is funnier in regards to like something like that?
I don't think either one.
No,
yeah, I think they're about even as long as it's played out right.
Okay.
You know, like if someone walking along and they don't see that there's a thing right here, and you don't see it because you're following them, but all of a sudden it's just clank.
Yeah.
That's one thing. But then if it's if it's that kind of thing where like it's tracking someone who's running, and you see like someone like painting something
slowly,
on the ground
or slowly walking like a
right
cart.
like something's going to happen there, so you're just waiting. You're waiting for it.
That's different than like the quick
yeah.
cut.
So yeah, it's just the context around it is what's going to make it one way or the other.
Yeah, I guess I guess so. Yeah. I do like the unexpected quick hits that come out of nowhere, where it's like a situation where someone shouldn't be getting hit, and then blink, and something happens. It's like, oh fuck, what is that glass doing there?
I mean, have you ever walked into like a window?
Yeah. It's unexpected.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
And that's the thing, you don't see it coming.
Yeah, everybody else does, but you don't.
When I moved to Florida, I was bringing like luggage in, so I had a bunch of stuff that I was carrying like this, so I couldn't see in front of me. And whoever had walked in ahead of me, because I was out just like stacking stuff up, whoever had gone in ahead of me closed the sliding door that we were bringing things through. So when I got there, I thought it was open, so I just like carrying all these fucking things, just like clank right into it, fell on my ass.
Oh, that's good.
But it's the same thing, like just smacked right into it.
Would you say these last 2 episodes of Rick and Morty, things have been happening really quick? Things are like
the episodes are going by really quick. Yeah, like it's just a lot. It goes from to like Flight of the Bumblebee.
But they give you a lot though.
Yeah,
like most like they give you a lot of content. Whereas like other TV shows where it's like 18, 19 minutes.
You don't get any character development.
Yeah, and it's just a little bit of bloop, bloop, bloop. It's like the slow path to the story. But there's so much going on. It almost makes you feel like the episode actually is a little bit longer, because your brain is like trying to like catch up to all the information.
But then also because of all the information you're getting, you're trying to analyze it all.
Yeah.
To be like, wait, what's that a reference to? There's something from like 3 seasons ago that they're talking about. Like in this episode, the whole thing with why would I tell my double that he's my double?
Mm-hmm.
That was the same thing with Beth when she had called Rick and was like, hey, am I the clone? And he's like, listen, even if you were the clone, I wouldn't tell you that you were the clone.
It's actually also like a good like I was thinking about it, like, you know, a good like psychological business marketing thing, or marketing plan, because a lot of these companies they pay when like in-house stuff is created. A lot of they'll pay people to study how people get addicted. Like video games, for example.
Right.
I know like Blizzard with World of Warcraft, they have people who study what will help hold on
get people out,
get people out, like get hooked
yeah,
onto doing certain stuff or playing the game or whatever, and what looking at trends and things like that in gaming and stuff.
The A Game says that something he finds intriguing is what adventure the real family went on that had the Space Beth show up. So at the end, the group of Rick and Morty and Beth and Space Beth and Jerry,
or she kind of looked
like where'd they gone?
I don't know. I think this leads into like the cliffhanger scenario I was talking about
from last season. Man, I don't remember which episode the season 4 finale was. Like I don't remember if that's the one where Space Beth showed up. I think that was. So that would have been them going off to do something at the end of season 4, and now we're just seeing them come back at the end of the second episode of the first season. So what was the actual real Smith family up to?
No.
We do not have a link to watch for free. We watched it through the AT&T streaming service. But you can also get it on Hulu or AdultSwim.com, or on your local TV service provider.
But he said, "Bruh."
I still don't know.
I don't know. Anyway. What is stuff, man?
This is the Oblo Wind, which is a combination of the Jack Herer and G13 Haze strains.
That's a mouthful for a name of like all the strands and all that stuff.
Well, I mean, really, all you need to know is that this strain is called Diablo Wind.
Oh, okay, that's like the main.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got like 3 different strains that they sell through. I think it's all sold through Amuse, but you can go to houseplant.com, and that's where it's at. Seth Rogen, please validate me.
Well, what's all the other names like to get the?
So those are the names. So those are the names of the other 2 strains that were mixed to get this one.
Gotcha. So it's like almost like a mixologist.
Yeah. So it's like
right?
Joe and I talk about this every once in a while. Like weed has become like a craft beer type thing.
Where especially now more places making it legal.
Yeah. And like I think you're going to start seeing like more edible type stuff.
Yeah. What? Wait, what?
The A Games just messing around with random row.
I like that. That's pretty good. I was like, wait, did the chat like censor that area and
nope,
kind of like make a joke? And I was like, oh, I just realized you knew what I was typing. Oh man, no, that was good. I mean, the way that they write this stuff, it makes me want to keep rewatching it, and go back and watch the other ones. And keep rewatching the old ones and over and over.
Yeah, okay. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, well now I need to know where those references come from, so I have to go back and rewatch the thing and that thing.
Which ultimately, if there's some kind of money made for every type of they view like as for the residuals.
Yeah.
You know, because if there's residuals, right, for
on streaming services, but really Well, for the actors or for the studio?
What's that?
For the actors or for like, are you talking about residuals for the actors?
For the actors, residual for actors. So every time someone watches like for shits and giggles, Snyder cut on
Right.
HBO Max. The actors, the people who worked on it for like the actors, did they get a residual for like based off how many views? Since it's streaming, it's like.
Well, I don't think it's going to be like based on views, but it might be based on, like the amount of time it stays up on the streaming service.
Okay. Gotcha.
Or how many people like, or if it's an ad supported streaming service, then you'll get residuals based on the type of advertising that's being shown on there. But like the residuals on streaming stuff, I'm not sure exactly how they do the math on that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was just trying to figure like, I mean, especially since nowadays like shows they get passed around. Ends on one streaming service and then or whatever, and then it ends up being on another one, or like movie or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of this troll guy. Give me 1 second here.
Huh?
No, keep talking.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like they can keep on getting like money forever and stuff like that.
I mean, that's what residuals are.
Yeah. Good. It's okay.
Do what?
No, I got it.
You got it? All right. Yeah, I got him. I think.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That guy's dealt with.
I don't even know what's going on, but I was just like, just follow along and do. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We're good. So yeah. I've rewatched the previous seasons like, I don't know, like probably like 3 or 4 times because they're so short. And the episodes I can toss on in the background.
10 episode seasons?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's that's
you could binge watch through a whole season within like
in a day, inside of a day.
In like a couple hours. So it's only like 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it'd be 5 hours.
Maybe less.
A little bit less because the episodes are like 24 minutes, not a full half hour. But
if they stay at like a 20-minute time frame, you can finish 3 episodes in like an hour.
An hour, yeah.
A little over an hour.
Yeah. All right. So I am excited to see next what the Space Family was up to.
If we ever see it,
I don't think we are. I think it's just gonna be them landing on Earth, but we'll see some of the rest of the fallout between Beth and Space Beth.
That'd be funny if they just never talk about it until
right?
next season.
Or if Space Beth just like sticks around.
But see that if you do that though, then it kind of ruins the image that I have of what Rick and Morty is, where each episode is its own thing, as opposed to all the episodes created like a huge story arc.
Each episode is its own thing, but there's always stuff that follows through
from like previous episodes.
Yeah,
or catches up to.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like there's always references to one thing happening somewhere, and then another, and then another, and then it could just.
Well, if that's the case, what I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
If something from the first episode might get sprinkled throughout episodes all the way to the finale, it also gets brought back up to be like a second half of the story. Then I don't know what to expect.
Like the Citadel and the Council of Ricks was a big part of that for a little while.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Next week's episode is. Hold on. I've got a. Oh, I don't think I have it up anymore. I don't have it up anymore. Oh. I had a list of the episodes that were available, or not available, but
Like the titles?
yeah. Because I think we have the titles for episodes 3, 4, and 5. And 40 season 5 episodes. I guess we just have the first 4. So next week is our Rick Convenient Mort.
Wait, Rick Convenient?
A Rick Convenient Mort. Oh, probably like an Inconvenient Truth.
What was the second part? Inconvenient. Oh,
a Rick Convenient Mort. So it's probably an Inconvenient Truth.
Okay.
And then the 4th episode is Gotron Geresis Rick Vangelion. Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah.
Which I've never seen. So now I feel like I'm gonna have to watch that between the next 2.
What was the name of the first episode?
The first episode was Mort Dinner Rick Andre. My Dinner with Andre.
I see what they're doing now.
It's all movie titles.
The episodes are even similar to the movie. Like they pull a console. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
You haven't been like high for this whole past week, have you?
Well, I don't remember. This is only the second episode. It's like, oh, okay.
So Multiplicity. So I'm
it's gonna be
Inconvenient
like
Truth,
an Inconvenient Truth,
which was a documentary about
global warming.
Global warming.
Yeah. So it might be something connected to that.
Yeah, somehow. It's going to be something having to do with climate change.
Yeah. And then Neon Evangelion. The only thing I could think of is an end of world alien invasion type of like thing or something.
Is it a series or is it just a movie?
It was a series originally.
Right.
The ending, the show actually ran out of budget. It ran out of money, and they had to do a rush job of the ending. So the ending's actually different, and they went and they eventually got funding to make to redo the last 2 episodes, and then make a movie. And it was completely different in the way they ended the series. Because now they had the money to actually do it.
Right.
And it was way different.
So I've been wanting to go back. Like I haven't seen like any of the Macross stuff in a long time. So I've been thinking about going back and watching like some of those like older anime.
The A Games tends he does hope they do a puppet episode in the future. After seeing the
that'd be great.
The Muppet version.
I'd be like, there was an episode of Family Guy, where Stewie and Brian were traveling through the multiverse, and they went to a bunch of different cartoon worlds. So one world was like a Disney musical.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
But then they went to a Robot Chicken world, so that they were all like action figures.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then there was a real life thing.
Was it like the real life thing they did with was it The Simpsons?
Maybe.
Remember they did
I don't remember. I need to rewatch that episode. But so like that would be a really fun thing for Rick and Morty to do. Would be to go to like a CGI world,
and then like the real world.
And that puppets.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a trippy.
Yeah.
Which episode was that?
The Family Guy one?
No, the Simpsons one. Where the Simpsons.
Oh, that was Homer, because it was Homer that was traveling between the different universes.
It was a treehouse. No, it was a Treehouse of Horror episode.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out.
Was that the same one that had the monkey paw?
I don't know. I feel like it because I remember there was a couple later.
Yeah,
like the
mid. I remember really liking that episode because that's the one where at the end of the whole thing, Flanders gets the monkey paw, because Homer's like, I don't want it anymore. So Flanders gets it, and like there's this alien invasion going on, and Flanders is like, all right, well, the first thing I want to wish for is to get rid of these pesky aliens. Something happens, and it just like the tides turn, and people start beating the aliens back. So the aliens leave, but one of the characters was chasing them down with like boards with nails in it.
I don't know. Wow.
Because at the end, after the alien leaves, or the aliens leave, we get into one of the ships, and so I forget what one of them said. It was something along the lines of, "I can't believe they beat us" or something. And then the other alien is like, "Don't worry, one day they'll make a board with a bigger nail through it, and then a bigger board with a bigger nail, and one day they'll have a board with a nail so big they'll destroy themselves."
God, I don't remember that.
It's one of my favorite bits from The Simpsons.
Simpsons has so much. Oh, how long has it been around for?
Almost 30 years. We might be at the 30-year mark now.
It's that show that's been on for so long that it has gone through waves of being good, bad, good, and bad. Of course, like other shows, when they're not on that long, so they maybe have like one rough spot,
right,
and then then they're fine. But Simpsons has been around long enough to where we can see a lot of different changes and win too. Like you could tell after a certain point. Not a lot of shows are like that. Well, it's like what we were talking about the other day. All those hospital dramas.
Right.
They have those.
Well,
it's
waves of you get you also get waves of different types of shows, like the hospital dramas, like like we were talking about. You had ER, Chicago Hope. There were like two others I think that popped up around the same time. Grey's Anatomy was started.
Yeah. But then you also had the emergency, the EMT or firefighter shows.
Yeah. You had Law and Order SVU.
What are those called? Those called
Criminal Minds, procedurals.
No, the type of like public servant like public services dramas.
Public Works.
Yeah, Public Works. Yeah. Police, firefighter, nurses, doctor.
We never really had like a fire department show. Like there was Station 19, but that one's like recent.
I thought there was another one.
Like back when, at the height of the procedural, when you had like CSI Miami, CSI New York all on there at the same time, plus JAG and NCIS, LA. Like there was a point in time where Bones, Lie to Me.
Yeah.
Like House. Like there was a point in time when like all of these shows were on at like the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think ER had ended before House started.
All those shows are pretty much on basic television.
Yeah. That Fox.
Yeah, Fox, ABC, NBC. Mm-hmm. Like you don't get those types of
and
shows.
They all do those kind of shows because like each one of them like has a night where they have a specific type of show.
Yeah.
On.
Like
so if
four shows about police.
Yeah, so like that's why like you'll see like CBS will have like four procedurals on a Thursday, but another channel puts their comedies on Thursday because they don't want their procedurals to go up against the procedurals of the other channel.
Yeah. But see, that's usually just on basic television. You HBO stuff like that, you don't have series that are like that. Mm-mm. You have series that actually are not about some generic like.
It's usually not about a place. It's about the people.
Yeah. But like.
Dude, this just randomly popped into my head. But have you seen the trailer for the Apple Plus musical movie Schmigadoon?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's Keegan-Michael Key, and crap, who's the other person that's in it?
I can already see this going crazy.
Hold on. Okay, we'll react to this shit now too. Let me see here. If you guys want to follow along with us, I am going to turn on the Schmigadoon. It's a series. It's not just a movie. It's a series. Cecily Strong from SNL.
Schmigadoon.
Yeah. So the Schmigadoon trailer. I'm gonna start.
Why does it look like a weird or not weird Alice, weird like Wizard of Oz like remake?
It kind of is. Why didn't that let me play it? Ah, there it goes. Okay, hold on. Let me rewind. Okay, so I don't know if whoever's watching has this up or not, but I'm gonna hit play on the True Love trailer for Apple Plus Schmigadoon right now.
Wait, that's the whole name of Apple Plus Schmigadoon?
Well, it's an Apple original.
Oh, I thought it was like.
I can't see where the thing is. Just thinking the way.
The heck?
You've seen like Ella Enchanted, right?
No.
This is like the opposite of that.
Of what?
Ella Enchanted.
Oh.
Like Brigadoon.
Is this a movie or a series?
It's a series. At least it says it's a series.
Really?
Dove Cameron. Kristen Chenoweth. Alan Cumming. Jane Krasinski from 30 Rock.
Bill.
Fred Armisen.
I like how you tried to name them all off, and now they're showing everybody.
Oh, Martin Short. I didn't see that Martin Short was in it. Did you ever watch Gallivant?
No. The quality. Okay, so the quality on that, from what it's looking like, actually really ups the game for a streaming service original.
Yeah.
The reason why, it looked more cinematic than it looks like something that was filmed for actual theaters.
Right.
Just you can tell by the way
there's a lot of shows like Altered Carbon was that was all made really well.
Yeah, but I feel like that's still a streaming show, like a cable show.
HBO Max, Watchmen. Although Watchmen was regular HBO.
Yeah, like, because I've watched those. I've watched Watchmen, and stuff. Like, the quality was good, but it didn't feel like it was something that was made for theater. It felt more like, okay, we have a TV show budget.
Right.
We'll make this the best we can.
We're The Mandalorian. And like the other Disney Plus series, like WandaVision and Loki, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Loki feels like that. WandaVision and Falcon, I felt like I was watching a TV show.
I don't know. Like there's been a few that I've seen on between Netflix and Amazon Prime, like Upload was really good. I mean, it felt like a TV show because it was a TV show.
Oh, here's an example. Another one I saw.
On FX, the streaming effects, they're on Hulu. The effects on Hulu channel. It was that show. It was a show with the dude from Parks and Rec. The boss that was like really, like, he talked in a very monotone voice.
Oh,
mustache.
Yeah.
Married to Megan Mullally.
So, Ron Swanson or whatever.
Ron Swanson. But I can't remember his real name off the top of my head. But he was in a series on FX called Devs. That was. Did you watch Upload? The
No.
the Greg Daniels series.
No.
That was fun. It was. Yeah, you've seen Black Mirror.
Yeah.
San Junipero.
Mm-hmm.
And like a lot of the other episodes have like similar themes to that, where like people die, they get uploaded into a thing.
Yeah.
That's what Upload was.
Oh,
But
it was like a dude.
It was Robbie Amell.
Yeah. It was not that long, huh?
Well, it was the first season aired, and they got stuck before season 2 because of COVID.
Oh,
so it got
okay.
delayed a little
So
bit.
it is relatively that new.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it came out like 2019.
I felt like it was one of those shows that was like late, like 2015 or
No.
It was on for
That's
1.5 seasons, and that
no,
was
it's super new.
Okay.
But what's interesting is at the same time Debs was on, which kind of touched on the same things that Upload touched upon, like philosophically, like meaning of life type stuff, or what does it mean to be a person type of a thing. So you had Debs, you had Upload. There was a new episode of Black Mirror that had come out that year. That was a similar thing. I can't remember which one it was right off the top of my head.
I don't know.
And then Westworld was also getting into that with season 3, because they were talking about it was basically the hosts are living, breathing, thinking people, but are they real people?
Huh.
So that was a lot of like the shows that were on the air like in 2019. It was all of those like really heady philosophical question type things.
Like who am I? Who am I?
Right.
Stories.
Coming back to Rick and Morty, that's what these past 2 seasons of Rick and Morty have been too. Like I'm a clone, but am I a real person?
Yeah.
I have no idea how our conversation circled from talking about the episode to watching a trailer for Schmigadoon to talking about like
You
streaming.
like saying that Schmigadoon.
Schmigadoon. You have to say it that way. Like, say it.
Schmigadoon.
No,
I mean-
it doesn't sound right.
Well, how are you supposed to
You have
say
to put the emphasis on the schmig.
Schmigadoon?
See, right? It just feels better. Say it. So we watched the trailer for Schmigadoon.
No, it sounds weird.
And
You say it sounds right. I think it sounds weird.
got into conversations about streaming services, and the quality of the show, and how good cinematic their things are, and then talking about all of those things got us back to Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I mean, because
It's all connected.
Nah.
That's another show. I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm actually very dizzy about how full circle.
That's just like how Dan Harmon writes his episodes of Rick and Morty.
Yeah. I mean, everything connects it some way somehow, and if it doesn't, he makes sure it does.
Just even
if
like,
it's not supposed to, it's gonna
yeah.
connect.
Well, it's like last week when Rick came out at the end. He was like, "All right, let me just Dave's Machina this shit."
Yeah, here. Let's figure out how to make this happen.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Rick and Morty episodes.
Oh yeah.
Almost all, it's it's funny. Speaking of Harmon, his what was it, Harmon Quest?
Yeah.
Whatever. Like all these stories do feel like they could easily be, a full on like D&D campaign. It's just they're actually playing some D&D and they're just
going along with it. Yeah.
Because they're just going off the wall. It's almost.
Yeah.
Harmon's like,
I mean, that's probably how he writes these episodes. But no, so that kind of brings us back around to Rick and Morty, and seems like a good stopping point for the week.
Yes, one of these days we need to do the Rick and Morty D&D.
Right? Yeah. Eventually, we'll do we'll get back to playing the Rick and Morty Dungeons and Dragons game. See if we can figure out a time that works for Elle, because I know she really enjoyed doing that. get Daniel back in and Tatiana. Everyone has webcams now. We can. It doesn't really matter. Like we don't have to wait till we can all get together. So we'll do that. But this is the last stream of the week. Here on the Illuminati, we start all over again on Tuesday. With
why did you sing that?
Why not? It's because of the Schmigadoon trailer.
Here, like I'm expecting to hear, start the week all over again on Tuesday, and I hear on Tuesday. You just say what?
Why not?
Oh man.
So yes, on Tuesday we go back to our Marvel watch along for the Loki Disney Plus series episode 5 this week.
4.
Yes, 4.
The beginning of the second half.
Yeah.
So yeah, Loki.
Then Wednesday, Star Trek: The Riker Maneuver with myself and Jamie, talking about the season finale for season 1 of Star Trek Enterprise. Thursday, I will be back again for the Star Wars: The Bad Batch watch along. And then Saturday our Ranger shows, and then Sunday we're back here.
The A Game said this is a good stream. Hopefully next episode doesn't get me as confused.
I mean, you and Shay both.
It's you're confused too. You're just sitting there like, that's what it feels like on some of these episodes. You're just like, your brain goes for the ride, and you're just like, oh, there's a point where you're just like,
so really quick before we actually go out, I know you've had this strain before because this is what we had last week too. But last week we didn't really smoke as much as we did this week because of all the random issues that we were having. How did it?
Or the high just
right. So how did this work for you? Like, were you losing track of what was happening during the episode? Were you just kind of like watching it and just like staring at the screen, or was it helping you kind of get into it more?
I didn't lose track of it. Get into it more. I mean, yeah. It started everything just started just instantly just funny. It's just laughing at it as soon as yeah. So I did this job.
Yeah. I've had this for a while, now. And I've been wanting to pick up some new stuff. But I still have.
There's got to be an easier way to open
these
things.
Still got like all of this left. And this is probably gonna be like for me like 4 nights of smoking, maybe 5. And I only smoke like 2 or 3 nights out of the week. Although some weeks it's more, some weeks it's less. I think this week is gonna be a more week.
There's all the reasons why. It's just like it just keeps smoking. Everything's fucked up. It just keeps smoking.
What's great is after we actually wrap here, I have to start working again.
It's like this week sucks.
I've got I think like five or 6 interviews that I need to edit. So my night's just starting, and then it's Monday, so I go back to the day job tomorrow too. But anyway, yeah, that'll do it for us for this week. We'll be back next week, possibly with a new strain of something. We'll see. I'm supposed to be getting that Delta 8 stuff in, which I'm kind of excited about because that's supposed to be pretty good, like on the CBD type spectrum. But yeah, let me find the buttons I need to push here to end this stuff and find my mouse cursor because I don't know where that's going. I'm just gonna keep talking until I see where it's at because I have 3 monitors hooked up to this now. One of them is in a really weird position, and
it's going through all 3 of them.
Is it letting me pull it down to where it's supposed to be?
It's all different directions, and it's the other monitor's facing the other way.
I don't know what's happening.
So you can't see.
Wait. There it is. I got it. I found the mouse. so I can stop talking now. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit
Oh,
this
the
button.
A games.